Good afternoon from Your Best Car in Kent. My name is Ben. I'm from one of our 2 UK branches. We're in Cranbrook, 10 miles outside of Tunbridge Wells, or just a 40-minute train commute from London. Our other site is in Buckinghamshire near Marlow, and combined we have over 600 5-star reviews. So please check out our website to see those reviews from our happy customers and of course the rest of our fleet. Before I get into the walk around, I'd just like to answer the two most frequently asked questions that we get here, which are: do we take part exchanges and do we offer finance? The answers are both yes and yes. We will take your part exchange. We can even pay off outstanding finance on your current car. Then on top of that, I'm thrilled to say that we are industry beating with our low APR finance rates. So if finance is the route for you, then please get in contact with us, or you can visit our website yourbestcar.co.uk, where we have a finance calculator at the bottom of every advert. So whether it's PCP or HP that you're after, you can input some numbers to that calculator, adjust the filters down below, find something that works for you, and then there'll be a finance breakdown of that contract before you hit apply. So this is the walk around video for our Lexus UX 250, presented in terrain khaki metallic exterior paint. In all honesty, this is one of the most handsome colours I've seen across my entire time in the industry. This is the petrol hybrid, so it's got the 2-litre petrol engine working in tandem with a 1.4 kilowatt hour battery pack, producing 184 brake horsepower overall. The small electric engine, or electric motor I should say, is ultimately designed to increase fuel efficiency. The electric motor will be used when cruising or accelerating slightly. At this point, the vehicle is almost silent, but more importantly uses no petrol and produces 0 emissions. So the hybrid tech aside, this Lexus has so much of the desired modern technology. There's so much to go through, but don't worry, everything will be listed in the description, either on Auto Trader or on our website. We'll start with the outside spec. So down here, the unmarked 18-inch diamond cut alloy wheels. Now, what do I mean by unmarked? There's no signs of curbing, there's no scratches, no scuffs on any of these alloys. They're all in fantastic condition and they look just like the two that I'm pointing out now. If we have a look at the side profile, we can see there's rear privacy glass, so it's like tint the windows from the B pillar backwards. There's chrome window surrounds and chrome roof rails, and you'll also notice some gloss black trims towards the back of the car, so on the rear spoiler and parts of the mirror caps. The side mirrors do fold in when the car is locked, and with that you get keyless entry. So right now the key is in my pocket, but when we come to close proximity with the car and put our hand on the handle, we can open the handle, or open the car. The side mirrors will pop out and then we can enter without having to press the button on the key, of course. And then inside we've got these gorgeous rich cream seats, which contrast perfectly against the khaki interior. These front 2 seats can be electrically adjusted. That's found just under the thigh down here. The front 2 have memory mode as well. Well, I should say the driver has memory mode. This is just on the inner door panel. But then the front 2 seats can be heated and cooled. That is found within the climate controls. I'll show you that in just a second. The driver then has a leather-wrapped multi-function steering wheel. You've got your voice control on here. This steering wheel can also be heated. You've then got your hands-free buttons, your multimedia buttons, and then through the binnacle, you've got your interactive cockpit. This is just one of many state-of-the-art pieces of technology this car has. So you've got your interactive cockpit, as well as your head-up display. You've also got wireless charging down in the middle. You've got a button on the right-hand side here for your 360-degree panoramic view of the car. This is really cool. You might have already seen this from the photos, but I'll show you it in real life. And then up above, a fan favorite, the opening sunroof with a sun blind. And then down below, well, back into the middle of the console, you'll find this wooden trim as well as the leather trim as well. And then your 10-inch infotainment display controlled by a haptic responsive touchpad that is found just in the middle. So I think we should have a hop inside and run through some of these features. There's a lot to get through, but don't worry, I've included photos of all the options in the advert photo. So we've got keyless start to pair with the keyless entry, and if you're using your memory mode, the seat will actually push you back into place. So once you open the door, it will go back for you. So you've got enough room to get in or out. And I've just been shunted back into place to where I wanted to be. So this is our in-car entertainment system. I love the widescreen, and here are the dials down here. So let's just go back to the main menu. There we go. So at the bottom we'll have our various options. Let's go into our satellite navigation first of all. You've got Apple CarPlay as well and Android Auto. You might have already seen I've connected up my phone. That is working completely fine. But don't worry, you've still got satellite navigation built into the system. Of course, you can use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto for your multimedia to play your music, to use Spotify, different apps, things like that. But don't worry, you've still got all the multimedia built into the car. So you've got FM, AM and DAB radio, so digital radio. You can also connect up via, well, you can play your own music via Bluetooth or via USB. And you can also use the phone section. So this is your hands-free setup. Again, via Bluetooth, you'll have your contacts on here. You can make calls and take calls, all whilst keeping your phone tucked away whilst driving. And the best way, or the best place to keep your phone tucked away is just down here on the universal wireless charging pad. Whilst we're down here, I just want to show you the seat heating, the seat cooling, and the steering wheel heating. So right now, this is the steering wheel heating. You've got an intensity of 2. You can heat the seats, both for the left and right hand side, and then you've got a cooling function as well. So let's just turn this off so we don't get too warm. There you go. Up above, a very smart and simple climate control as well. So this is a dual zone climate control. You can have separate temperatures for the left and right hand side. Of course, you've got your temperature gauge here and here. And then back onto the multimedia. So you've got apps. I've already mentioned your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Oops, let's go back to menu. And then just some additional either vehicle settings, vehicle setup. Climate is another destination where you can go through your climate controls as opposed to just down here. This might be a slightly more, easier interface to look through. So you can have your front temperature, and then you can tab over to your seat/steering wheel heating, and then just general options as well. So in terms of our parking, we can put the gear into reverse and we'll see our first view, which is our reversing camera, as you will find with all of Lexus products. Then you've got your bird's eye view as well. So this is really handy for, well, any type of parking really, for your bay parking, parallel parking, or just maneuvering through a tight space. So that's a really cool option. But I also want to show you the 360-degree panoramic view as well. So I'm pressing this button here, but if we look back onto the screen, we've got our first option. This will give us a 360 of our surroundings as if we're inside the car. Of course, you won't be able to see much as we are just sitting on our photo wall at the moment, and then it will go back to the bird's eye view. And you've got another option on the right hand side. So again, this will give us a 360-degree view, still in that panoramic view. But how cool is that? You get a 3D projected image. And of course, if we were near some cars, it might be a little bit more useful in this example, but you can quite clearly see how handy this will be if you're maneuvering through a tight space. So a really cool feature by Lexus. Let's come out of this, back into menu. Up above to control the sunblind and sunroof. So the sunblind is manual. This is our mode 1 for our sunroof. So we can open that up just to let some air in, but then if we want to slide it backwards, we can press this button here. And honestly, this has got to be the most reactive, the most quick sunroof I've ever seen. So look how quick that goes forward or goes back. No messing around, just straight to it. There we go. So let's turn the electrics off and have a look at the rest of the car. Of course, back here we've got the exact same seat upholstery. That premium leather is fitted all around. You can collapse the rear seats, which I'll show you in just a second. If we have a look at the rear, we've got a really handsome rear end of the car. Just look at those brake lights. It's like a chiseled jawline. Of course, the rear privacy glass extends to that rear paint, and this is what I mean by the gloss black spoiler as well. So it really breaks up the khaki exterior. Moving on to the boot space, you've got a power tailgate. We can press that button once, and we've got all of this opening here. You've got a parcel shelf that can be taken off. We're going to be including this Lexus, so let me just show you the branding at the top. There we go, it's a Lexus. This is a genuine Lexus product. This is just a rubber protective mat which goes over the bottom lining. It's served its purpose incredibly well. There's no damage down below. Of course, it's completely up to you what you do with this rubber mat, but if we just take it out and show you underneath, you've got some more storage down here if you need it. So there we go. This will be coming with the car upon handover. Let's tuck that into place, and then we can close the boot again by pressing this button. To collapse the rear set of seats, you can press these buttons on the shoulders of either side. If you just take a step back, again, you might have already seen this from the photos. That will fold down flat and give you a little bit more room should you need it. So, if you're interested in buying the Lexus UX, then please give us a call on 01580 712 115, or you can send us an email to sales@yourbestcar.co.uk. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we take part exchanges and offer finance packages. So if either of those options apply to you, then please let us know. We're all accessible on iMessage or the Meta platforms, so Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp. So if you have any questions or queries about our cars, or you might have some details of your part exchange to send to us, then please feel free to message us on those platforms instead, if it's a little bit more convenient for you. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and best of luck with your search for a new car.